How are you?
Good. How are you?
Perfect. We're outside enjoying a fire.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Right. So how have you been doing with getting things started and the program and all that good stuff?
It's been last week and the beginning of this week have been a challenge with getting started.
Is that a challenge with the program or just a life challenge?
Life challenge.
Okay. Those things happen, man. It's BS. BS. Michelle, what are you doing? Uh-oh. Okay. So, do you have Lisa, do you have a firm grasp on the things in the program starting now, and can you identify one thing or two things to try to crowd in with the challenging life stuff?
Yes.
Okay, good. Do you want to share that or not share that? Like, what are you planning on focusing on?
I think the biggest thing for me is focusing on just doing the workouts. Like I'm really good at, I'm going to go swim for half an hour, or, I'm going to go run for an hour, but doing the building, like the workouts that you sent, a little bit of a challenge because I just do them at home.
Right.
That's the challenge for me.
Okay.
Part of me thought about printing them out today or bringing them and just going to the gym and doing them in the gym because I have a Y here and I do stuff at the Y.
Yeah, some of them are hard to like do at home.
Yeah.
One thing that I tell people is if you can't get to the gym or you don't understand what that thing is, go old school. Just do some sit-ups against the counter. Do some push-ups, sit-ups, not sit-ups against the calendar. You just do things that you know how to do, and
Right.
then put them in there, and it's still a win.
Right.
So that's totally doable. Does that help?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I'm trying to manage all the people coming online.
No, I know. It's fine.
Hey, Jennifer, what are you doing?
Just walked through the door, so pardon me.
Nice necklace.
Oh, yeah. Got to represent it. I'm still, you can't see, sorry, I'm on my phone. I still have my Iron Man bracelet on.
Right.
I keep forgetting to take it off.
If I make my time, when I make my Ironman time in April, I ain't taking that thing off like for a year.
Heck
Not
yeah.
doing it.
No. Sorry, Moose. You're going to snore. You're not allowed in here. Sorry. We're not going to have, sorry, Moosey. I know you're going to go crazy. We haven't seen Mama all day, but Mama can't have snoring pup. Sorry, Mama. I'll be right back. Mama will be right back. Here we go.
That was my hair.
I literally just got off the road from driving, so.
Okay. Well, you're beautiful, and it's perfect.
Oh, thank you. I just woke up like this, honey. I don't know what you're talking about.
Whatever. I just do this.
Oh, I'm loving that look, by the way. This is me after a 12-hour workday.
Okay. Who else do we have here? Is that Michelle? You're in the dark. Yep. I can't see you very well.
I don't know how to backlight it so you can see me, but yes.
Hi, kitty.
Hi, Michelle.
Yeah.
That's Mao.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Thanks for bringing your cat. That's beautiful.
It's it's bring your own cat today.
Oh my gosh, you know what I did for the mini win Wednesday in the coaching group, right? My newly adopted Mastiff puppy is a fraidy cat, and I was going to try to put him on my office chair, but so I put him on my lap. I think I gave myself a hernia.
Oh, no.
It was awful. He was so big and heavy and afraid. And okay. Who else?
I see Pam joined us.
Yep. And there we go.
Me?
Okay, Galaxy A tab.
That's me.
Hi.
Brent.
Brenda.
How are you?
Hello.
Hey, B.
Hey.
I like that bright yellow wall.
Oh, I'm in my son's room. With
Very
all the
happy.
cats. Yes, it's very happy.
Oh, we're having a cat party today.
Yes, I have cats too. So
Okay. So we were talking about how everybody is starting with the program. And if you guys had any questions, Jen, what do you want to say?
Well, I just want to see how everyone is acclimating to the kind of trying to get into a routine with everything, and how is everyone kind of ramping up and going the first couple weeks here.
my routine is non-existent.
Understandably so. How's everything going, by the way?
Okay. You know, just every day is different though. So I'm having a heck of a time trying to. I don't know what's going on with that.
There we go.
I have a question.
Okay, shoot.
Am I supposed to be able to see? Am I going to be supposed to be able to see people? Because I can't get this to come up on my phone. I'm trying to get speakers. So,
So
or is it just like a call?
Pam, I have clicked the button to ask you to start your video. So I imagine it is on your end that the app, there's probably a button you need to click to start the video.
All right, I'm trying to figure it out.
You're fine.
No worries.
Okay. So Lisa and I were talking.
No, man, everything is not yours.
Lisa and I were talking about when life gets busy and fun and creative that we need to, the whole program is there, Training Peaks is there. We haven't added the nutrition stuff yet, but there's a workbook and stuff. You can be super successful with just focusing on one thing, right, Jennifer?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't need to. And then we've kind of, I'll say, Bonnie, we've taken the gentle approach of going in because, like we discussed in the a couple of our live talks now, if we do too much too fast, the body kind of freaks out. And especially right now, we're looking at a lot of things in the next few months. We figured it was best to sort of approach, I don't want to say the low-hanging fruit, but the most important topics, which is getting into some sort of a routine, first and foremost,
Right.
And then dealing with that mindset, because really we feel that's the core of transformation. And once we start to deal with that and we get more comfortable and we let our guard down around changes, and right, we're all learning something new, be it Training Peaks or technology or maybe alternative workouts than we're used to. Once we can become more acclimated to that, you will be more receptive to the nutrition part because your body's not going to be freaking out that you're throwing everything at it at once.
Yes. And a lot of us in here are big doers of big things. We need to write that down, Jennifer.
I like that. Big doers do big things.
Doers of big things. So we have this lying voice, this lying inaccurate idea that small things are insignificant, and it's not true at all. So my homework right now is to write in this book daily. That's it. And it takes me.
I you guys to be home this early.
It takes me 5 minutes to do it, but the mind shift, the mind work is that it is with you all the time. Put it in your bag, or it's on your desk, and that's the mind shift work, to make certain things priorities that you need to prioritize. Do you guys understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure how to make less noise. Okay. If I've muted you and you want to chat, just raise your hand or something. Okay. Who's struggling with training peaks? Lisa is. I'm going to make a video about how to function well in training peaks. Anybody else struggling with training peaks?
It seems like it's pretty easy to follow, but I'm just not getting. I don't have a spot in my house.
Okay.
Like I don't have like a big enough spot, so I need to clear some.
Okay.
I couldn't move anything around.
I'm sorry, what?
I said I couldn't move stuff around. I'm still having issues with this call thing because I can't. I'm hoping all I can do is hear it. But I couldn't move things around in Training Peaks. So you said you could move things around. I couldn't move things around.
That we chatted about that a little bit, and that is a premium Training Peaks.
Okay, that's the premium. Okay, never mind. I couldn't remember. I have a memory of a goldfish, so
You're fine. And regarding Zoom and not seeing video, I am sure that there is a
well, I think the problem right now with my Zoom is that every time I even turn my phone to look at it, it blanks out and then it goes in and out and out. And I can't hit anything. As soon as I go to hit something, my whole screen goes black. So I'll figure that out later.
Okay, perfect. All right.
And we're not showing any slides or anything, so there's really nothing visually you're missing.
Right. Okay.
Just our beautiful faces, Pam.
Okay. So, anybody else have any questions?
Nothing I can think of.
Okay, let me put you guys all on the spot then. This is what I do. Sorry, not sorry.
Right.
It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Be thinking about what do you want to see just a smidge different, 5% different the rest of this week. What do you want to do just a smidge different next week? What do you want to see just a little bit different? What do you want to crowd in? And it works so much better if you look at it from adding good in, not fixing bad or broken. Okay.
Yes.
So be thinking about that. I think about that all the time. It's just my mindset anymore. I use my journal. I have a system that works for me that I have cultivated over the years. And that's kind of what Jennifer and I are trying to help you learn how to do, to be like dream chasers, identify the goals, chase them down, work on them. But it's a mindset, it's a skill set. And then, you know, Jennifer learned a big one here recently, you know, of when you fall down, what does that mean for this big goal? And, you know, that's a big skill set too, of being resilient and learning that, you know, see, because we're these big doers, and, you know, it's like, okay, this is another thing we need to write down, Jennifer. I can do an Ironman, so why is this personal growth BS so hard?
Yes. I think, Brenda, even you mentioned something on one of the posts about how you're pretty sure you can convince yourself you can do anything. So why is it you just don't convince yourself to do?
Yeah. Stop eating cheese,
Right?
pizza, and just start eating more veggies, you know?
Right?
How come I can convince myself to, you know, grab a candy bar when I'm in the CVS, but I can't stop myself, you know, but I can't make myself, you know.
Grab carrots instead.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay. So be thinking about the 10%. What do you want? Just a smidge different, crowding good stuff in. If you guys want to, you know, throw that out to the group, share that. There is really a lot of power in shining light on things that you want different, even if it's a struggle or just something you want different and new. There's a lot of power in throwing it out there, of writing it down, of sending it out to the universe. God understands, oops, she's serious now. But then also sharing it with the group here that it's a safe place. And, you know, when people say, yeah, I want to do that too, or I've done that, or then, you know, the juju around it, it just like, you know, things magnetize to it, and it's just so much better. That's why kind of the group atmosphere on this, like, we're super excited to be
Yes.
creating that space for you. It's what happens on teams and what should be happening in families. You know, just a place where everybody's kind of aligned, and, you know, things shift as far as, you know, hey, Lisa, she needs a little bit of juju over here, or Brenda, you know, somebody's maybe might say, yo, Brenda, did you clean out some space?
Brenda has no space to clean out. She's got no room. There's no room in her inn.
Okay. Just the, you know, just the examples of don't be afraid to post what you want different.
I like that. I just want to say I like the mini win Wednesdays, because it forced me to think of something positive today.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's all additive.
It really is. We don't, Jennifer and I really are super excited about where this program is going to go and evolve. There isn't enough chatter on, you know, celebrating, reflecting, recognizing, learning how to hold yourself accountable.
Yes.
There's just not enough. And this is what we're like, big doers. And so what if you can ride 112 miles on a bike, but if, you know, you can't hold the door open for a stranger, or, you know, pick the carrot versus the cookie, you know, is that big doing stuff actually what's gonna, you know, really propel you forward to that next place? If you put the two together, that's phenomenal. And that's, you know, what Jennifer and I are doing right now, is we're putting all these pieces together that we've collected our entire life.
Yes. Culmination.
No, aren't you
And I
excited?
think this idea of the mini win is really going to tie over well next week when we start talking about gratitude. And I mentioned the KISS principle. And I think, who's heard of the KISS principle?
Keep it
Right?
simple.
The keep it simple, stupid. Well,
Yeah.
I rephrase it because I think that's a little like condescending, right? So we say a little bit differently, like keep it stupidly simple. And when we talk about the mini wins, sometimes we need to simplify things to find things to be grateful for in our lives as well. If we're only counting our wins as these huge accolades, then we're going to become demotivated very quickly.
Mhm.
Right? So I
Right.
really like that idea of the celebrating the small things, because they're not small things.
They're not.
Right? They're really not. Sometimes we need to be grateful just that we have a roof over our head, socks to put on our feet, whatever it is that you wake up and the first thing you do, if you say, I'm grateful that I have this pair of socks to put on my feet today, like what you said, Pam, it helps you find something positive in the day. Even though initially you might think that sounds trivial, it's never trivial.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Okay. Anybody else have any other questions or anything that they are needing help on?
Something that I can think of.
Okay.
I just need help on getting my motivation. I did read something today, like 5 minutes before this meeting. I think I'm going to post it to the group about it was something about how many meals we have between now and January 1st. Did you see that? No, you haven't been online. I'm at my daughter's house. She just walked in, and it was like, why wait till January 1st? Like 147 meals between now and January 1st, and only 5 of them are holiday meals. So why wait till January 1st to start that eating right?
Right.
Something like, it was something like that. But I thought it was. I read that and I'm like, I like it.
Good. Good.
I never really thought of it that way, because everybody does it this time of year. They're like, okay, January 1st is when I start. But there's so
Yeah.
many days between now and January 1st. So,
Well, we let ourselves get way too busy and wrapped up in all the stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, excellent. We are here to love on you and cheerlead the heck out of things, and help you with the nitty gritty. And, you know, know that you can post things in the group or you can message us privately. And if we don't have the answer or something to say or whatever, we will find it.
Yes.
We are good finders and passer honors of good juju stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay.
By the way, you all that don't know BK will learn very quickly. My personal favorite word of hers is juju. I seriously used it 3 times today at work, and people looked at me, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what am I saying?"
Well, I watched 2 of her videos today, and then between watching the videos today and this, I'm like, I think I've heard juju about 17 times today.
Really? Oh my gosh. Okay. So the story behind
I
juju
like the
is
word.
it's one of my favorite words. And when I rescued my my current boxer, she was a hot mess, like awful. She was awful. I told some of her story on a live chat, and I think I'm going to tell more of her story in live chatting because it's really, really a good dang story, and I want to write a book about it. But I named her Julie, and it became Julie the Rogue Boxer. I called her that mainly so I could call her Juju Bean.
Oh,
I like it.
That's
Every
really
time I say it, I think of you.
awesome. Well, that's perfect. Okay. So much love out to you guys. Let us know if you need anything, and we will help you to be organized with this this stuff and whatnot. Okay.
Okay.
yeah, that's what I got to do. I'm not really organized. I've been working out more, and I've been trying to make better meals, but I haven't gotten organized yet.
Okay.
I haven't grocery shopped. I haven't journaled.
And that's what we're
I'm not
taking a little
organized.
bit to get everyone up to speed too. We're definitely allowing the space for everyone to kind of come into this because it can be a big change, right? So we didn't want to rush everyone with everything all at once. So we'll be picking up the pieces.
I kind of liked that it wasn't. Yeah, I kind of liked that it wasn't okay on November 1st. All these ducks have to be in a row because my ducks take a long time. They're slow and they can't hear and they don't listen and
Yeah.
Like
some of them are squirrels.
Oh man. I have it's funny you say that. I have this journal, right? And I keep myself fairly organized. And in here is a tab right here. This little tab says ducks. And it's all of my problems that I need to work on. And they have names. And so
I love it.
in my journal, I'll write down, and this is my attempt to keep my ducks. I don't keep them in a row. That's stupid. That's a dumb explanation. But I do try to keep them in the yard. I do try to keep them protected from not being eaten by the dogs and wolves and stuff, and I keep them fed for the most part.
Yep.
So, and that's kind of how I do it. But yeah, you got to give yourself some grace, and that's what I was saying at the very beginning. If you need to, just focus on one thing.
Okay.
We'll get there.
And then this 5%, what we're supposed to think about what we're going to do. Are you going to ask us that, or are we supposed to post it, or are we just supposed to write it down and work on it?
You'll get extra credit, Juju, if you post it by yourself, but I will ask. How's that?
This is my handpicked Juju.
Okay. I'm gonna think about it and I will post it tomorrow.
Okay, perfect.
Good.
So I think.
If the squirrels don't run away with your ducks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, ladies. So have a good evening. Let us
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.